Hi everybody, this is Joseph Sharon and I'm back again with another series review. I just finally saw the last episode of The Boys and it's kind of a rehash of the first season, so it was good, but it felt like it was a little rushed, honestly, in my opinion. I liked it, but it wasn't so good as the first season was. And of course, I saw a video on YouTube that was discussing that there were some scenes that were deleted, and without giving any spoilers away, there's one part in particular with Kimiko, and I wish they would have kept that in, honestly, because it would have revealed a little bit more about her character and her brother. But as far as the season is concerned, I thought it was really exquisitely done. Last episode was good, but not like first season. I like where it was going, and I'm very interested in seeing where they're going to take it for season 3. And I honestly like the comic books better because the comic books are much darker, and they don't spare any expense, and they don't sugarcoat anything. And I forget how many graphic novels there are that are out. I've read a couple of the omnibuses, and if you think Homelander is one case of psycho, he is completely Meshuggah. He has so many issues. Yeah, the graphic novel actually goes into more detail about how incredibly unhinged he is, but yeah. And but I do like the series in and of itself because you get to see him for what he really is, and it poses the whole question, nature versus nurture, again. And I thought, how intriguing for that to be poised in, of all things, a show about superheroes with flaws. I really don't have that much else to say about The Boys other than I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to season 3. Because right now I'm rewatching Hannah season 1, and I'm gonna get into season 2, and then I'm gonna be watching Twin Peaks for the second time. I never got through The Return. I only got halfway through The Return, and I really loved The Return because it was even stranger and more eerie and paranormal and unexplained and scary and unhinging and very unsettling, as Twin Peaks should be. And for somebody inundated with the paranormal like myself, a lot of what we see on Twin Peaks is actually fact. And I think X-Files did a good job of this too in The Outer Limits. And there's shows that are not afraid of tackling what is and what most of us can see, the the unspoken outliers of society who are afraid to actually say anything, because if we say anything, people will look at us and think, oh no, you're completely insane. And I have a very active imagination. If you've watched my channel, you know this very well from the stories that I've written and what I draw, and pretty soon what I'm going to animate near future. But it's just something that I've known ever since I was a child. And of course, I think that shows like this one, like The Boys, is a good icebreaker for a lot of us in tackling a lot of issues that we're seeing right now. And I think it's very ballsy of the show to do what it's doing, honestly, because of course there are not a lot of shows like that. The only other show that I can think that took upon a lot of controversial issues was The Magicians, which I adore The Magicians. It's nothing like the books. Uh, I really love the show. I'm sorry to say that because I love the actor who plays Elliot Waugh because he's hot, but I have a crush on him. He doesn't look like that in the books. He's supposed to be kind of gawky. He's not supposed to be comely in his appearance. He has a gap. He has a diastema right here. I'm thinking, this was not the description, but you don't hear me complaining as a fangirl, do you? No. God, I love him. He's just, he is such eye candy, and not only that, but it just his whole character, that kind of arrogance. I don't know. I like his arrogance. It's just something alluring about that, and he comes across as holier than thou because he is, and he can, and he's got the ability. So, and if you got it, flaunt it. But I know I'm kind of going off on tangents here, but that's basically all I had to say about The Boys season 2. And as fans, I think we got a lot to look forward to. I think that Seth Rogen is an absolute genius. And I've said this before, normally I don't like Seth's work, but I really enjoy The Boys because I think it's just something that is very well written, very well thought out. Of course, they changed some things around from the graphic novel versus the actual series, but I like it. I really enjoy it, and I'm a fan. I'm going to stay a fan. Even though there are a lot of things in it that are uncomfortable, I think that it's something that engages people and gives them a basis of conversation. And I think in this day and age, we need more conversation and less distance. So I'll leave you with that thought to mull over. Until next time, live on and prosper. Ciao, tutti.